Everyone, today we are going to be baking our classic chocolate cake. I'm going to start by preheating my oven and putting the temperature on 350. Okay, I'm going to also start by greasing my cake pan that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to use this rectangular sheet pan. It's a 9x13. You can also use a loaf pan, or you can also decide to use 2 round cake pans. That's totally up to you. You can spray. After I spray, I like to use parchment paper sometimes when I am doing cake, just because it makes it a lot easier to get the cake out. Okay. So I'm just going to line it. This way I'll just be able to lift up. Okay. Try to get it as flat as possible around the sides. And put that to the side until we're ready to pour in. So we are going to start by combining all of our dry ingredients into our bowl. And I'm going to start with my flour. Flour is going to be first. It is going to be 1 cup of flour. Remember, when you are measuring, you want to make sure that you are leveling out. Okay? When we bake, we want to measure perfectly. Okay, so I'm just going to use my finger here. You can also use the back of the knife if you don't want to get dirty. 1 cup of flour right into my bowl. Shake off my finger. And I'm also going to put sugar. 1 cup of granulated white sugar. And I'm just going to use the exact same measuring cup I was just using, my dry measuring cup, so I don't have to dirty up. Another one, leveling it out with my finger, pouring it right in. 1 cup of sugar. Next is going to be your cocoa powder. I am going to do 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. 1/3 cup. Find my 1/3 cup measuring tool. Level it out. And right in the bowl. Now the ones that I use, I'm just going to leave right here in case I need to use again. Makes it a little bit easier. Excellent. Now we are going to do our baking soda and baking powder. Now, what I like about this recipe is it's the same amount of baking soda, baking powder, so it's okay if you confuse them, but they should look a teeny bit different in the texture. I know it's really hard to tell sometimes. We are going to do 3/4 teaspoon of both. Now, most of the time you won't have a 3/4 teaspoon dry measuring, so I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm going to do it 3 times. First, I'm doing my baking soda, leveling out each time. Push that to the side. And now I'm going to show you how I do my baking powder. Just 3 of them. Making sure I'm counting, keeping track. There you go. And we're going to close those up. The last ingredient that we need to put in here is our salt. And it's going to be a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And just to not dirty up another measuring tool, I'm going to use the 1/4 2 times, which is going to give me a 1/2. I want to make sure I don't have huge chunks of salt in there. So if I do, I'm trying to break them up a little bit. So 1. 2. Alright, I'm just going to take a whisk and we're going to mix this together just so everything is combined. So when I'm mixing, I'm going around in a circle, but you'll see you do have some big chunks, so then I'll tap it out. To me, it's like another way of sifting, but you really want that cocoa powder to be fully combined And I'm not going too fast because I don't want the powder to fly up at me. I'm just going slow around the bowl, okay, until it's beautiful light brown coloring. Now what I love about this recipe is that we are going to do everything just in this one bowl, so you don't have to dirty up 2 bowls, which is kind of nice. I'm going to start next by putting in my 1 egg, so I'm going to crack down right on the counter. And I'm going to first put it into a measuring cup because I want to make sure that I'm not getting any shells in there. And I'm letting all the whites fall. And then what I will do is I will add this right to that bowl. All right? Excellent. All right, the next thing you are going to add is your whole milk. I'm going to use the same measuring cup that I just used. The reason I'm using whole milk is if you use 1% or fat-free, it's not going to be, there's my oven going off, ready for it to go in. If you use 1% or you use fat-free, it's going to be a lighter cake, which is fine, but it doesn't make it as rich. And I want that rich because it's, you know, it's classic chocolate cake. Classic chocolate cake normally is rich. So I'm doing 1/2 cup of whole milk. If you wanted to do something less, I would do 2%. That's what I would switch it out for. All right, we have 1/2 cup of whole milk going in. And now I'm going to do my vegetable oil. I am going to pour 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. I do like that this recipe doesn't have the butter in it. Sometimes I don't always like, you know, butter in all of my desserts, especially if you are cooking for someone or baking for someone who is dairy-free and can't have butter. This is a nice alternative. So I'm going to put my vegetable oil in. It was 1/4 cup, like I said. And the last ingredient going in before we start mixing is our vanilla. It is going to be 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So when I'm measuring liquid ingredients, you could see I'm using different containers than the dry ingredients I had before to measure. This is a liquid measuring cup for teaspoons and tablespoons. There's my 1 teaspoon right there going in. All right, now I'm going to mix that up. If you have a hand mixer, it comes out a lot smoother. Otherwise, if you want to use your whisk, that's totally fine too. Okay, we're just going to mix that up. Make sure that you have your yolk cracked and is getting combined completely in. Once this is completely mixed, we're going to be adding boiling hot water, which is going to thin it out. All right, go ahead, keep mixing. Okay, so here you can see that my mixture is now beautifully combined. It's thick though, which is why we're going to be adding the boiling water. So at this time, I put my electric kettle on. I'm waiting for it to finish boiling. You can also use your stove top and you can boil water on there, or if you have a hot water spout, whatever works for you. It's going to be 1/2 cup of boiling water that's going to go in as soon as it's done. Okay, so I have my measuring cup here. I am measuring to 1/2 cup of my boiling water. You want to be very careful with boiling water. You don't want to be burnt at all by it. And I'm going to get down to eye level because I want to make sure that I'm right at the line and not under the line. So even if I need a few little more droplets, and I am going to mix in my boiling water. Okay. Now you're going to mix until that is totally combined. Be very careful that it doesn't spray up at you. So ever so lightly, keep mixing. It should have thinned it out. If you come across a piece that's very thick, you want to thin it out. And then we're going to pour it right into our cake pan. All right, I'm going to start pouring. Beautiful and chocolatey. Just let it drip out. And you can use a spatula to get around the sides. This is going in the oven for 35 minutes. Let it cool for 5 minutes and then enjoy. I will put directions for the frosting.